Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we go through the basic computer skills. So I thank you for your time that you invested in to come and watch this video, and I hope by the end your computer skills will have improved significantly. So today we are going to go through how to use Excel. Okay, Excel is simply a Microsoft spreadsheet that was designed to help you in case you want to make a budget, to make class reports, to design results, report cards, and so on. So it's used in a number of things, basically involving statistics. Okay, so to open up your Excel, you can just tap the icon, or you can just come here and you type the word Excel. They'll bring for you the app, and then you double tap and you'll be good to go. So here I've opened. In case you don't have a pre-designed document, you just come here, you double tap, you open up a new worksheet. But as for me, I already designed one, so I just have to come here and I double tap, and they'll lead me straight to my file where I can edit it and do calculations and all that. So when you open your Excel, you can see down here, up here we have what we call the toolbar. Okay, then below the toolbar we have what we call the ribbon. Now the ribbon basically contains commands, and you can see the commands are grouped in two tabs. Okay, so if I select a particular tab, it will lead me to a specific group of commands. So the commands are quite many and they couldn't just be displayed, so that's why they're grouped like that, to simplify your work and to give you more functionality. So you can just tap on a tab, then they bring for you the commands under it, as you can see. So basically that is it for the introduction. Now on your worksheet, you can see your worksheet. Now if you come here, this is what you call a row. Okay, the horizontal lines, those are your rows, and then this is what we call a column. Now a row where the row intersects the column is they form what we call a cell. So as you can see, for example, let me take this. Now this is what we call a cell, the intersection of a row and a column. And in the cell is where you can input your data of any kind that you want, be it letters, be it numbers, any data that you're going to manipulate. Just have to put it right there. So today I wanted us to go through the basics on how to use your Excel. Okay, I guess all of us can enter the data. As you see, you can get the cell, put in whatever data, just type in anything, design it the way you want. Now after you put in your data, manipulation. Now most people have issues with manipulating that data. For example, this is the results of a classroom. I have my pupils, I have their different scores in different subjects, and maybe I want to find the sum, I want to find the average, I want to rank them, the first, the second, and so on. And that's where people find hard time. But don't worry, let's get started. Now to find the sum, you can use two options. You can find the sum using a function, or you can use a formula. For example, now I have two sections, for the function and for the formula, but you said they'll give us basically the same answers. What differs is the technique you use, depending on what is simple for you. Let's start with the formula. Now the formula of sum is well known. Equal sign, you open the brackets, then you tap, I want to add this, plus, you put a plus sign, plus this, then plus science, then plus SST, then you close the bracket and you say enter. The computer does the addition for you. You don't have to do this with a calculator. The computer will do the rest for you. So you just come here and then you double tap, and the others will be auto-filled. Okay, that is one simple. As you can see, it is very simple. All of us can find the sum. Now for the function, it is much simpler. Just say equal sign, I want the sum. See, they have different functions. Just I double tap, I want the sum. I want from here, then you select where you want to stop, up to there. Okay, you close and you say enter. You can see the answers are the same. Then I come here, I double tap, and the computer will autofill the rest. So that is sum. You can see summation is very, very simple. The same applies for difference. So let's go to average. Now for average, you can also use a function and you can use a formula. For the formula, all of us know that the formula for average is sum of data divided by the number. So if I say equal sign, then you put there what you're going to sum. I'm going to add math plus English plus my scores of science plus my scores of SST. I close, then divide by the subjects are 4. Divide by 4 and I say enter. The computer finds the average for you. Then you just have to come here, put your cursor right there where I've put it, and then you double tap and it will autofill the rest. Now for the function, just say equal sum, equal sign, then average. So you can see average. I want my average from here up to there. Okay, then I close my bracket and I say enter. You can see the answers are basically the same. What it differs is which one do you find very simple. The one which you find simple is the one you use. You come here and then you double tap and it will autofill the rest, and you can see basically the answers are the same, and even if you use a calculator, you'll still get the same thing. So computers are basically there to simplify your life. Now you go to ranking, assuming you have the average, you have the sum. Now you want to give them positions. Maybe you want to give them positions using the average. What do? You don't have to come on looking who is the first, who is the second. No, just say equal sign rank. Okay, you double tap rank. I'm ranking from where I want to use average. Okay, you do this, you put a comma, then you insert a $sign, because we want to reference our work. If we don't do this, you're going to get numbers with issues. You may end up having 3 people who are number 1, no stuff. So you have to reference your work. Okay, so that's basically for absolute reference. So where am I starting? You can see my cell is J2. Okay, insert J, insert another $sign, then you say 2. Okay, now that cell is referenced. Then I insert a full colon. Now I'm going to reference the second. Okay, then I want to go up to J11, isn't it? So J, you do that 11. Okay, you can see that will happen automatically. Then you insert a comma, then they'll bring for you options whether you want to arrange in ascending order or descending order. Generally people use the descending order. They start with the best to the last, and then you say enter. So you can see this person is particularly the second. Now to get the positions of the others, just bring your cursor and you double tap. You can see the rest, first, fifth, second, and so on. So basically that is ranking. Now we've used the average. If you want to rank using the sum, you can just come here, do that very thing. What differs will be the cell now, that I'm going to start from H2 to H11. But now let's try ranking without referencing and we see what will happen. So equal sign rank, double tap, starting from here, I put a comma. Most people think you just have to do this. Afterwards, then you come and you select, you do this. Okay, put a comma, then you say descending order. Now let me show you the danger of not referencing your work. If you do this, are you seeing this? This person is number 1, this person is number 1, this person is number 1. Now this one is number 2, this one is number 2. So that's the issue. So the right way is the one we used right here. So always insert those $signs. They're not for decoration, but if you don't do that, you end up with something like that. Okay, so once again, I thank you for your time and I hope you have benefited. See you in the next video.